Hi, I'm Justin Deljudas with Greater CT Real Estate. Today I'm going to show you how to do a DIY fire pit for under $200. Okay, so for a round fire pit, you're going to want these trapezoidal shaped blocks. First thing I'm going to do is lie it down and get a nice outline of how I want to lay it out. If that looks good, I'm going to take my shovel. I'm just going to cut around and I'm going to dig down about 7 inches below grade in this shape. Okay, so after you dig out your pit, you're just going to take a rake, try to level the dirt a little bit. And once we get it nice and level, we're going to take our tamper and we're going to tamp it down. All right, I raked it out, it's pretty level. We're just going to tamp it down all around. Okay, after everything's been tamped down, we're going to take our paver base and we're going to spread it and level everything out. We want to lay this down at least 2 inches thick all around. So after we lay it down, we're just going to use this to level everything off. Remember, 2 inches all the way around. And then after we tamp it down and get everything level, we'll stack the bricks. Now that we've filled in the pit with the paver base, we're just going to wet it. And then we're going to compact it down with our hand tamper. And then we're going to use some of the leveling sand to make sure everything's nice and level. And then we'll lay down our first layer of pavers and make sure that everything's all level before we set it. Okay, now that the paver base is nice and compacted, we're going to spread out the leveling sand. We're going to spread out about 1 inch of the leveling sand, and then we're going to compact that down. Then we'll lay our first layer of pavers and make sure that they're level. All right, the leveling sand's been spread out. Again, we're just going to tamp it all down. And after we tamp it, we'll lay our first layer of pavers and we'll check that they're level. If you're a little bit off level, just use a rubber mallet, tap the pavers into place, even everything out, and then recheck to make sure everything's level. All right, so the first row is down, everything's nice and level. We're going to line up the second row, and then if it looks good, we're going to put down some landscape construction adhesive to bond it together. Okay, so we've laid out the second row. Just a quick note, you want to make sure that you stagger the joints, don't stack them so they're in alignment with each other. See how they're offset? It's going to provide a little bit more stability. Now that we've laid it out, we're just going to remove it and we're going to add some beads of construction adhesive along the bottom, and then we're going to place the second row back on top. Okay, we're just going to repeat those steps until your fire pit is at your desired height. And then we're going to let it cure for 2 to 7 days and your fire pit is going to be ready to use. There you go. The DIY fire pit's complete and all for under $200.